Bam! Hoodie day, hoodie spirit day, folks. Today we're going to talk about cell respiration. It's broken down into two video parts for you. Part one, introducing what it is. Part two, the actual process of it. Cell respiration is like photosynthesis, except for it's photosynthesis in reverse. You'll see what I mean momentarily. Okay, so in photosynthesis, our goal was to make glucose, sugar for the plant, right? So now we've got it made, we have to be able to use it. So photosynthesis and cell respiration go together. You'll see up here in the chloroplast here, the stacks of thylakoids or the granum. We got the light that comes in, organic molecules go through, okay? And then we have to get to what this thing is here. This is the mitochondria, being able to use our energy. Remember that ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. So cellular respiration's definition is the process by which glucose or sugar is broken down to release the energy. It's the opposite of photosynthesis. Some people say cell respiration is photosynthesis backwards. Hey, over here. All right. Energy is stored in chemical bonds. So how do we get that energy? We got to break those chemical bonds, right? When those bonds are broken, energy is released, like ATP, adenosine triphosphate, 3 bonds. ADP, 2 bonds, okay? The overall reaction for cell respiration, C6H12O6, which we know is glucose, oxygen, carbon dioxide, yielding water and energy. Remember, here's a review from the ATP cycle. Oops. You'll see the ATP, remember here? This little star, anytime you see that, is ATP. So when you see that on diagrams, that little exploded star is going to mean ATP. And this is ATP and ADP. Remember, ATP has more energy than ADP because it's got one more bond. So if we compare the two reactions here, the photosynthesis reaction here is on top. We've got water and carbon dioxide and energy, giving us glucose and oxygen. And you see cell respiration is backwards. Take a look. The products of photosynthesis are the reactants of cell respiration and vice versa, okay? The products and reactants flip-flop for the equations. So where does respiration take place? Well, we know that photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast and the thylakoids and in the stroma, depending upon what cycle you're talking about. So this one takes place in the cytoplasm and the mitochondria. All right, here are some structures of the mitochondria. You got to be able to identify this and label them on a diagram. All right, so here's what you're going to see here. The outer inner membrane space, and something called the matrix. Not the movie, although it's a cool movie. Check it out. So this is it. If you took a chloroplast and you cut it in half, this is what you would see. You see the matrix is like the fluid, so it's kind of like the stroma in the chloroplast. All right, you have the inner membrane, the outer membrane, and you have something here called the cristae, and the inner membrane space is just the space that's in here. That's all that is. All right, now there are multiple types of respiration. One is called aerobic with oxygen. Are you having an aerobic workout? Or that's called your cardio workout. Same thing with oxygen, okay? And there's the other one, opposite of that, is anaerobic, and that is without oxygen. Here's the actual process, aerobic respiration. There are 3 phases. It'll be our last slide for this video today. All right, there's glycolysis, the Krebs cycle, and electron transport. You have heard of this one before. Remember, we did it in photosynthesis, the electron transport chain. Okay, we did that, the ETC. All right, we're going to stop here for now, and we'll pick up another day for the rest of the notes.